Hey up peeps, welcome back to Old Yorkshire Git Tries with Final Fantasy XIV part 248. Wrote it down. So I know, I have to make notes of everything now. I've got to tell you, as you get older, little notepads, little post-it notes everywhere. Otherwise you forget loads of shit. Tell you. Right, Kashia. So Alfie's leaving too, seems like everybody's moving on, everything's changed. Been thinking about what I should do in all this. Spent most of my life dreaming about living here in paradise. The paradise is gone, but something's better in its place. You'll more for the people. Me and my friends will find a way to make a difference. Yeah, waffle, waffle, waffle. Complete. What was that I got? Use. Get rid of that. There we go. Alfie. Truly, to see Kashia thus inspired is inspiring in itself. Yeah, whatever. Come on, let's go back. Speak with the Crystal Exarch in the Ocular. Right. Fast travel. Teleport to the Crystarium. Yes. Use a ticket. No. See what Graham's got to say. Devu the chubby. Two of us, mate. Don't come any chubbier than me. Dawson's Gate. Evangeline. Right, cocker. Yes, I want to go in. Thank you. How are we all doing on this Wednesday morning? Cool down a bit. That wind's a bit chilling it. I'm not going to moan. Welcome back. We're given to understand a new mayor has taken office. Indeed, good friend Master Chai accepted it. Shame you weren't able to attend his inaugural speech. How fared you in preparing the White Horror site? Our work did not proceed quite as expected. In your absence, we had frank discussion on the principles of soul transference and concluded at length that White Horror site was ill-suited. But Orangery, did you not say that compared to the massy soul of an Ascian, the stone could house one of ours with ease? That I did, and armed as we are with Bugalug's invaluable insight, I would indeed prove a trifling matter were we to disregard the inviolable link twixt mind and soul. A link which would, we did belatedly realise, be weakened most perilously in the process of rendering our souls dormant. Thus the shedding of these fleshy simulacra and the surfeit of ether which compriseth them would in all likelihood deprive us of our psyches as well. It would theoretically be possible to channel your minds into the horror site instead, but it would more than likely sacrifice your souls in the process, which is why we've abandoned that plan and instead devote our time to finding a means by which mind and soul might be transported together. Then we're no closer. A vexing conundrum indeed, but one for which the Crystal Exarch has posited a most intriguing solution. When our discussions turned to the transference of memories and the psyche, I could not help but be reminded of a technique with which I have personal experience. Do you recall what we learned of my eyes from our encounter with Doga and Uriel? I speak of the royal eye of the Allagan imperial line, gifted to me by my forebears. It is by this gift that I am able to control the crystal tower. If we were to gain an understanding of the technology by which the Allagans were able to accomplish this transference, perhaps then we could keep mind and soul together. Imagine, if you will, a device like unto a soul crystal, replete not only with our worldly memories, but also the bountiful energies of the soul. That is our current avenue of investigation, and we will follow it wheresoever it leads. While we were thus engaged, I think it best that Albert return to the source and inform Kryl and the others of our findings. Agreed? Agreed? I imagine Tatu will be relieved to hear what we've made progress-wise. Then I would beg leave to relay our findings unto Thancred and Reen. Yes, please do. Should we have need of your counsel, we will not hesitate to summon you. Alright, I'm going back to the source then, am I? Well, I like your white boots, Albert. Albert. Bit 70s. Give our regards to Tatu, won't you? I can't talk today, I can't read. Well, I can read it, I can't speak it. Speak with Tatu. Right. Let's call up the map. I think I need to set Revenant's Toll as my home base again. Save a bit of money. Those 300 Klebbies each time mount up. Right, so let's set this as the home base. Set as home point. Right. Do 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 do. Tatu. Albert, you're back. How did it all go? Don't tell me, Kryl will be here shortly. Upon speaking with Tatu, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Okay. Set aside enough time. Well, I've got 50 minutes. So, let's see what these have all got to say. Should have brought a brew, shouldn't I? Kryl.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
We're buggered, love. We've had it. Crystal, no good. We're screwed.
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
Not really.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
Oh, you're back.
Einstein. Old Tatu gets excited, doesn't she? Bless her.
And none the worse for wear, I see.
Estinian! Oh, thank the gods! We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
More complicated how?
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Razat Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose. It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadowhunter, Gaius Baelsar. Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead. But his soul lives on, and he has wrested back his flesh. Xenos Ye Galvus. Nor did the surprises end there, for no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead. This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn. What's wrong?
I've seen him in action, his body at least. You will not best him alone. Death will not come easily to that thing. If you would join me then, by all means. For what good it will do. The Black Wolf and the Azure Dragoon. I suppose this might suffice. Come then. The simple pleasure of one's own flesh. Truly there is no place like home. Abomination. Whatever he is, Albert was barely a match for him. If we stay here much longer... Emperor, your radiance, are you all right? We may wear out our welcome. Your radiance, no. Must even the most meddling of sports be spoiled? The world conspires to bore me. I have no cause to remain. I leave these vermin to you. Xenos. Any bright ideas? Just one. Well, they gave her a name, Julia, so is she going to become prominent, I wonder? Anania. The intruders have taken flight. I repeat, the intruders have taken flight. Deploy all Magitech armor. Oh crap. Oh shit. There's something else I'm missing here, isn't there? Oh no, it's gone now. We make ourselves into marks, just splitting up. Alright, I'll take the low road, so to speak. Guess I'm going this way. Get rid of that map, it's doing my head in. Well, I hope I'm going the right way. Seems pretty linear, so... Someone's been busy. Oh shit. Itchy ear. With the headphone. Oh crap. How the hell am I meant to beat this then? With him when I don't know what... He's only got 2 actions, hasn't he? Plus healing, so... I guess that's what the other one is, a healing. Let's get to it. Ah. You could have put some clothes on. Horrid Roar. Oh, I got new ones. Dragonlance, Star Diver. I'm just pressing buttons. I've no idea what I'm doing. Get out of the way. Come on, heal up. Come on, get some help. Holy crap. Don't know how you meant to do this. What? You're kidding me. Oh, shit. Oh, this is going to be a pain, isn't it? Yes, cuts. Jump through all the cutscenes. And that one. Come on, mark that one, that's him. Well, at least I'm going right way this time. Trying to suss out how to beat this bloody thing. Right. It'd help if I knew what my attacks were. So Star Driver, Dragonlance, Alamorn and Horrid Roar. And Dragon Shadow Dive. Okay. Right, when it goes that funny colour, we've got to kill it. Didn't realise there was other ones. Right, getting that gap there. Get out of there. That hurts him, that does, when it changes to that.
Taste my lance!
Oh. It took long enough for that thing to appear. Excuse me, me dog's fury or wherever it was. God, thank God it only took two goes. Garleans and their Machina. Now, where are you, Gaius? All right. Good. I hate it when it does that. You have to fight as somebody else and you ain't got a clue. Mind you, whenever have I got a clue? Bad enough fighting for Albert.
Are you all right?
Ah, Gaius says it'll be alright. Of course he will.
Peer into my past, did you?
I didn't have much of an option.
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours. But no matter. Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
We killed the last Ascian. Can be done.
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds. My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray. Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose. Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention. He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something. Lest you worry, I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riol and Al Shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
That's it. Make you feel guilty.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it. Go on.
Still saving up for an house. I ain't got nowhere to go. You must be shattered. I'm sure Buggerlugs can manage without you. They've got enough science to help, if you ask me. Do 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 do. Next. How are we doing on time? 20 minutes left. Or thereabouts. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Traitors, you dare deny Lord Nerva the throne. That's it, innit? Infighting. Ah! Onward before this day is done, victory shall be ours. Let them just kill each other. And take on the remnants. Boring, boring, boring. Do you think I find it amusing? Amusing like dogs herding cattle to the slaughterhouse. That Hugh, your soul is. Who are you? I'm the last Ascian. Before your majesty, I am but another dog, lost in want of a new master, a hunting dog if you'd wish it so, for I know full well the prey you would seek next. Zodiac. Meanwhile, in Yulmore, did you hear the mayor's reopening Daedalus Stoneworks? They're looking for labourers. There's talk of resettling some of the old abandoned villages too. They're even laying on free talos to help anyone willing to make the move. We'd best get packing. Steady work, board and lodging. If that's not a recipe for hope, I don't know what is. Hope. Who's this then? Is that a hard bit? Yes, so long as I yet live, I would see that feeble flame rekindled. He's not back, is he? 'Tis my destiny to see our dream fulfilled. What's Kryl got to say? Albert, what a pleasant surprise. I haven't been anywhere. If you've come to inquire of the Archons, fear not. We mustn't grow complacent. Potent though these magics may be, they're not without limits. We can only hope they afford us enough time for the Exarch to complete his work. If only we could go with you. Pardon the interruption, but I come bearing urgent news. Maxima! It's been far too long, my friend. Forgive me, I don't believe you've been formally introduced. Maxima, former Garlean ambassador. I remain here in Eorzea under the auspices of Commander Aldin, offering what counsel I can in the hopes of resolving the present conflict with the Empire. I've heard stories of a defector from Garlemald, but never mind that. You said you have urgent news. Indeed, as you may have heard, the Imperial capital is in turmoil, and a sizable portion of the Garlean forces have been recalled from the Grimly Dark. With their numbers so greatly diminished, the main host of the Alliance has withdrawn, leaving the Alamegan resistance to keep watch over the border. And it is there we have welcomed a most unexpected visitor who claims that this de-escalation may belie growing dangers and unforeseen threats. Commander Aldin has arranged for an impromptu meeting to discuss these revelations. He has also requested a representative of the Scions attend as well, though it was clear to whom he wished to extend his invitation. It seems time is of the essence. Well, you'll not be attending this meeting alone, though I am not as well versed in the affairs. I see no reason to burden a single Scion with all of this. Of course, then we must make for the Alamegan quarter with all haste. Well, what are you waiting for? Get going, you two. Yes, Mum. Bless her. Right, Alamigo. No, must be that way. You can't get that way, so it'll have to be that way. Right, get on the old dragon. That's the easiest way, isn't it? That's the best way. Commander Aldin waits us in the palace. Follow me. Ribena. Gaius.
They're here, Commander.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark. Not that I understand half of it. When the Scions spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury. I trust you two require no introduction.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea.
Got a new app.
Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows, and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
Oh, has he brought a gift? Sorry. Dad joke.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence. Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight, but to me his description seemed anything but, and upon further investigation I found that I was right. The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascians' pawn in so doing. But you know as well as I how that tale ended. The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Indeed, few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandanis, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery. What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea. We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress, so we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right glad are we that you did, though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope. Before you say anything,
All right.
I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them, but the fact remains that you, and you alone, have faced the Ultima weapon, and emerged victorious. We need you. And so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
The Ascians' downfall was to be the work of my remaining days, but it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further. I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all, even if it means begging your aid. The Fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Alright, looks like we're going to battle the Ultima
Though we
again.
can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon. Our friends' plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first. I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
The way forward is paved with difficult decisions. We can ill afford to ignore the threat of a new Ultima weapon, but with each passing day the plight of the Scions grows ever more perilous. If you cannot stay for a debriefing, I will not stop you. I only ask that you confer with me before returning to the first. Oh shit. take it you're ready to return to the first, then I would ask that you apprise the others of recent events here in the source. As for their bodies, you may assure. Safe travels, Albert. Yeah, waffle. Speak with the Crystal Exarch. In the ocular, see what he has to say, and then yes, I'll pay for that one. 770 odd. Coming back will be cheaper because I can just free travel and then fast travel to there. Devil the Chub is still there. You alright, Paul? Let's see what he has to say, and it could be the last thing, this one. You've come at a most opportune time, my friend. I've made something of a breakthrough. I trust you two have been making good use of your time. Big fucking machine. Ill tidings, you say. I'll summon the others. Where's Alice?
Now that we are all here, what news from the source?
We're not all here. There's no Alice. I know Minge, Filler and Thancred have gone off looking for that thing. Where's Alice?
A new Ultima weapon. We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
While this is indeed a worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern. With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion. Thanks in large part to Urianger and Beclug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
I hope it's a
We set
double-decker.
out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white aurosite, but without its regrettable limitations. And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one. An ark for soul and mind both that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
However?
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allagan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within aurosite or any other crystal.
Just so.
Okay.
The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
As well you should be. The Allagan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past. But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found. Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
My apologies.
Fluffy ears.
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness. But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
So why interrupt?
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
Right, what we got? Tenacity, determination, direct hit rate, skill, speed, and direct hit rate. Right, that's where we're going to leave it. Get the whole thing up. As always, thank you for your views. I'm always appreciative of it, as you know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. But anyway, keep watching. I hope you do enjoy it. I do. But anyway, till next time, peeps, I'll see you.